Welcome. There are things that if you are overweight or have insulin resistance, you will increase insulin resistance. Unfortunately, if insulin resistance increases, fat burning will decrease and your weight will increase. This is a very strong indicator of diabetes. Focus on us. We will tell you 5 things that increase insulin resistance and lead you to health problems. At the same time, we will tell you the treatment in an easy way. The number 1 most dangerous thing is to eat more than twice a day. Our main goal is to maintain our health in general, reduce insulin resistance, lose weight and maintain many things in the body, to make insulin at its lowest levels, and prevent it from being released every day. When you eat more than twice a day, insulin will be released every moment, because when you eat any food, a large part of it will turn into sugar and go into the blood. Insulin is responsible for taking sugar from the blood and transporting it into cells. This is simply because sugar is dangerous and should not stay in the blood. Therefore, when you eat more than once a day, this means that insulin will continue to come out every moment and more than once, in order to take the sugar in the blood, which came from food. As we said, most of the food turns into sugar and sugar goes into the blood. Insulin takes this harmful sugar from the blood and throws it into cells. Over time, the concentration of insulin will decrease and it will not come out in the appropriate amounts as at the beginning of its concentration. You will have symptoms of type 2 diabetes and actually develop type 2 diabetes. The summary of this method is to eat only twice a day to try to keep insulin at its lowest levels. It comes out twice a day. Simple meals, which are in the middle of meals, or eating more than once a day, even if you eat light meals, but the food contains sugar, such as bread, sweets, and biscuits. All these foods increase insulin secretion. You should focus on only 2 meals a day and focus on the quality of the food. You can initially focus on only 2 meals a day. Here, we also recommend intermittent fasting, which includes 2 meals a day. This will be very great. The second thing that increases insulin resistance, which most people do not know, is taking medications. Because when you take medications to try to lose weight, without reducing food and without exercise, unfortunately, these drugs make your body rely on them, and your cell sensitivity and insulin sensitivity become weak. There are only certain medications that accelerate slimming and improve insulin sensitivity, such as drugs that contain metformin. These are good light things that improve insulin sensitivity, make insulin work strongly and help treat insulin resistance, of course, under the doctor's advice, but it is a good thing. When you take these medications with sports and with food reduction, your things will definitely be better. However, if you take medication, eat a lot of food and sweets, do not stick to the 2-meal regimen, sleep a lot, stop exercising, do not walk or move, over time your body will depend on the medication. Insulin sensitivity will decrease again, after it was high, and you may gain more weight than before. You should eat good food and have a good healthy diet. The third bad thing is depression and stress, especially psychological problems. If you have depression, if you have anxiety and psychological problems, try to treat yourself and get rid of them quickly. The treatment of these problems is, of course, accessible. We will dedicate a video in which we will treat depression and stress in the future. Simply depression and psychological inactivity help to increase your appetite. You eat a lot and increase your appetite for sugars. Of course, 10% of people have a reduced appetite after depression, but most people, when they suffer from depression and stress, increase their appetite for food and sugars, and increase their weight significantly. The fourth thing is vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D deficiency what does it do? Of course, it causes many problems, such as increased hair loss, skin problems, lethargy and laziness, but one of the things it does is that it increases weight by reducing the rate of fat burning, increases weight indirectly, and increases the problem of insulin resistance. Therefore, we recommend that you check and know your vitamin D content. If the percentage of vitamin D is lower than normal, you should be exposed to the sun. The fifth point is the most serious and important thing. Lack of focus on food quality. You should focus on the quality of food. When you are hungry, you can eat 1, 2, 4, or 5 eggs. If you can, It is a very beautiful and very useful solution. You can also eat watercress, carrots, or fresh cucumber. Focus carefully on these types of vegetables, and stop eating chocolate biscuits, juice that contains sugar, and every food that contains sugar or bread, such as pastries that contain sweets and sugars. Keep the healthy approach in order to maintain insulin and cells. There are many useful foods: meat, fish, proteins, white cheese, chickpeas, beans, and any kind of vegetables, such as carrots, watercress, fresh cucumber, avocado, broccoli, red pepper, watermelon, lentils, beans, and all types of legumes. Here, the treatment can be in 3 steps. The first step is to exercise. You can go to the gym. It is a nice solution, but while you are in the gym, try to rely on sports that require more movement of the body, not exercises that raise weights. We need exercises that involve exertion and movement, such as walking 1 hour a day, or running as well, every day for a continuous hour. The second point is intermittent fasting and continues for 1 month. The third point is to focus on useful drinks that improve blood circulation and make you feel full, while increasing the speed of fat burning. Recipes that burn fat include green tea, drinking a large cup of water half an hour before eating, drinking lemon juice, ginger, black pepper and turmeric 1 hour before eating, or drinking a small spoon of apple cider vinegar that you put on a cup of water 1 hour before eating, or taking medications that contain metformin. As we said, they are good and increase insulin sensitivity. Try to stick to it and keep doing so. This takes 1 to 6 months, depending on your weight, your body, and according to your commitment, but anyone who has committed to doing so has reduced insulin resistance. We hope you have experience with insulin resistance. Write us in the comments so that everyone can benefit from it, because one of the goals of this health channel is for all people to benefit from it. Do not deprive us of admiration and subscription to the channel. We wish you safety.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to like channel to receive all new news.